What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome to Jake Richardson's Coaching Corner. We are on season 2. We are on episode 4. And episode 4 is bringing back a segment that we've done before that I love the most. It is called Gym No-Nos. We're on Gym No-Nos number 4. It just so happens it's episode 4 in season 2 that we're hitting this. But I love this one the most. What are Gym No-Nos? Gym No-Nos are stupid ass shit that I see and people have seen and sent me, and I talk about them and rip them apart. The reason why I rip them apart is because I hope that you are somebody listening that does one of these and you correct it so you don't deal with these gym no stupid ass problems further and further into your life. Let's jump into the first one. First one of the day, gym no-nos, walking around naked in the changing room. This one personally, I think, is hilarious because it is never the person that probably should or has worked hard enough to walk around the gym butt naked. Men and women alike, we both go through this. We see the worst bodies on the planet. Most recently, I saw the funniest one I've ever seen in my life. Usually, you see people getting ready to take a shower. Usually, you see people changing. This time was a brand new one for me. I've been in the fitness business for 10 years. I've been in fitness, working out, being an athlete, everything my whole life. So I've been in gyms. This one just recently has been a brand new one. Recently, I went to the gym and I had to go use the bathroom. And when I was walking to the bathroom section, there was a man standing butt naked at urinal pissing. Once again, not Adonis. Once again, not somebody that probably should be that confident walking around naked. Big old Santa Claus fat body sitting there as proud as possibly could be, butt naked, taking a piss. So that one has been a very new one for me. I thought I've seen them all. That has been the newest addition to the horrible nightmares that I have and the visions that I will never get out of my head. But what kind of people do this? Old people. Old people are one of the cast of characters that do this. I don't know why. I think once you're old, you just don't give a fuck no more. Everything is sagging south. Your tits, your balls, your ass, your gobbly chin, your fucking flabby arms. It's all going south. So you don't give a fuck. You, like I said, you're not impressing nobody no more. When you go to the gym just to keep the juices flowing so you can live another day, another month, another year. But by no means are you trying to impress anybody, or no means is there any type of shame left in your body. Old people tend to be the most naked. I will say, if we're going on a fucking pie chart to see who the most naked is, old people take the cake. You see them all day. You'll see them in the saunas, butt naked, or they got the littlest towels with their balls hanging out. You see them in the hot tubs if they can, butt naked. You see them walking around in the showers butt naked. If they could, they'd probably be walking around the gym butt naked. But old people love it. They're in it. They're with it. Number 2, fat people. I don't understand this one. And I've heard stories from women that are on the other side getting dressed and changing. And it's a lot of big bodies. And once again, I think that you don't like how your body's looking the same way an old person doesn't like how their body's looking. So what you want to do is just bang it out. Most of the time, instead of people hiding what they got, when they have the opportunity, they bang it all the way out. And fat people are the most notorious for this. If you are watching a fat guy run, nobody gives a fuck. And he's banging it all the way out so everybody sees it. You see a buff guy running, everybody's hating on him. Everybody's like, oh, what the fuck is he doing? But fat people love being naked in the gym. The benches are destroyed because you're not wiping your crack as thoroughly as you probably should. They don't disinfect in there, so don't sit your ass down. If a fat, naked guy sitting down, your ass shouldn't be sitting down because that bench is done. So fatties love it. once again it's rough because you're seeing things that you thought you'd never seen before, or you're not seeing things. Big old fat guy, belly hanging over, balls, shaft. It's all gone. He hasn't seen it. You haven't seen it. Nobody's seen it because everything's hanging all the wrong ways. Women that I've heard, there's flaps, there's side boob, there's extra titties on the back, on the front, on the side. It's just not a pretty sight. If somebody fat is gonna hear us and think I'm hating, if anything, I'm trying to help you out. You are swamped with unreality. I'm trying to help motivate you to not be this big body and to lose some weight so you look a little bit better naked. Nobody likes seeing it. People like to, and you call it for what the fuck it is. People like to see good, in shape people naked. Nobody wants to see some big fatty, some big body sweating and leaking out the sides. So do yourself a favor and get it the fuck together. You will increase your health and you'll look better while you're still alive. The third person is always the third person is always naked. It's got something weird on their fucking body. I will give you a story. I remember I was in my 20s, went to 24-hour fitness with a friend of mine. Old man was getting dressed. He was in side eye view. Like I said, when people are naked, I'm not really trying to lock in. There's one dick show that I didn't pay attention to, and it's this one. I ain't looking at nobody's balls. I ain't looking at nobody's shaft. I ain't looking at nobody's crack. I try to go chest up if I'm looking at any man. By no means, there's nothing down, chest down, that's got anything to do with me. So I try to keep it up that way. But I will say this. If something odd catches your eye, you tend to look over and see what the fuck you thought you saw. Just like a ghost. If you thought a ghost went by, you'd be like, was that a ghost? This situation happened to me. Old man was changing. Big body, saggy, wrinkly, everything like that. Props the leg up. I thought out of the corner of my eye, a baby's head popped out from this guy's leg. I had to give it a quick look. When I looked over, I saw a coconut-sized ball that dropped down from this guy's side. Couldn't see anything else, but I am not joking. The nut, the size of a coconut. What this is elephantitis of the balls. The circulation must be bad. I'm assuming days, months, hopefully hours later, he got it checked and got it removed. Because if not, that guy is probably dead. Because that was not good at all. That was not natural. That was not supposed to be there. So weird body people tend to love to be naked and bang it all the way out. Where if it was me and I was old, fat, or had something weird, I'd kind of hide it, be a little bit more reserved. But those people love to be naked. Why do you ask that they love to be naked? Only one reason. It is attention. Attention tends on the scale to be one of two ways, either the top or the bottom. The top is somebody that's in extremely good shape. They never had their shirts off. If it's -10 outside and they got a six-pack, trust me, the shirt's off. If their ass is fat, trust me, their pants are off and the thong is out. But the opposite scale, old, fat, odd-shaped bodies, weird things sticking out, those people also like to be as naked or as clothes-less as they possibly can. And it's all an attention thing. It's the look at me. There's something weird. So instead of me hiding it and you seeing it later, I'd rather bang it all the way out so you can see it right away. So there's no magic trick later down the line. You see what you get and you're into it. So those are always the main reasons why people walk around naked. I cannot stand it. I think in all reality that you should be a little bit more reserved. You gotta hold it back. There's nothing but dudes in there. So unless you love the fellas, why sit there and show anything? Me personally, that's always been my theory. Don't need to make you jealous. Don't need to show you nothing, because there's not a human being in the men's locker room that I need to see me naked by any means. So if you're somebody that likes to show it, why are you showing it to the same sex if you're hetero? If you like the ladies, Go show the ladies somehow, or go work on your game so you can show the ladies your fucking coconut ball sack. But in the locker room with the fellas, the attention should be zero. Nobody should know anything about you. And if they do know something about you, you got a fucking problem. And maybe you should go see a psychiatrist so you can get that mental state a little bit more correct. That was number one. Number two, the most annoying gym no-no. This is up there for sure. Using multiple machines at once. Who the fuck doesn't hate this person? Using multiple machines at once. That means that I'm squatting, and then right behind me, about 20 yards back, is a curl. So I'm curling. Then diagonal to my side, I'm doing the ab machine. And you expect everybody in the gym to know that you're using all of these machines. Even though they're all spaced the fuck out, you don't have them all in one section, spaced out. You think that everybody knows that you're using the squat rack, the curls, the abs, and they should be cool with it and they should wait their fucking turn. I hate this person so much because there's so much ego involved with them thinking that they own the fucking gym. You don't own. Let me get this straight real quick. You don't own one fucking piece of equipment in that gym. Your gym membership is $35.99, just like every other fucker in the gym's membership is $35.99. You're sharing it all equally. It's a shared space. So for you to think that you own this machine, you for sure the fuck don't. You're borrowing it for about 15 to 20 minutes at max. You shouldn't be on there any longer. If fuck, 15, 20 is a long time. Let's say 10 to 15 at max. Because if you're going over 10 to 15, that means you're just bullshitting. And if you're bullshitting on all of these machines, get the fuck out of the gym. But this person I cannot stand. What kind of person does this? A motherfucker that isn't even strong enough to handle one machine, let alone 2 to 3 machines. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it not always a human being that is either doing the machine absolutely fucking wrong, or they're doing the lightest possible weight there, where they could do it anywhere else? They'll be on the squat rack with 2 5s, 2 10s on each side, which equals about 65 pounds max. They have set dumbbell barbells there that are 65 pounds. You could flip it over, put it on your back, and do squats. Save the squat rack for motherfuckers pushing real fucking weight. Ab machine, same thing. Not even doing it right, doing half crunches. You're fucking fat and your core isn't even strong anyways. What you should be doing is hopping on the treadmill and reducing the body size before you ever worry about hitting crunches, because you ain't gonna be showing no abs anyways. Your core might be strong, but there are layers upon layers of other shit that you should be getting rid of before you even think about hitting that stuff. So it's always motherfuckers that probably shouldn't, they can't even do one machine right, let alone 2 or 3. What reaction do they get when you jump on a machine that they're using? Holy shit, you would have thought that you spit in their mother's face. You would have thought that you stepped on their kid's fucking face. Holy man, these people get irritated that you even dared jump on a machine while they're squatting over here. You jumped on the curl machine and you're doing curls. They'll stop squatting, run all the way over, and berate you. Did you not see me using it? No, motherfucker, because you haven't been here in 10 minutes and you expect to just shut the whole gym down? I don't have it in me to allow somebody to do that. I've seen people that get away with doing this to other people. Me personally, in the shitload of years that I've been lifting weights, I never let somebody get away with this one. Man, woman, or child. If you're squatting and you ain't on that curl machine, I'm gonna use a fucking curl machine. And if you got a fucking problem, it's a little loud in the gym. It's a little quieter outside. Let's go talk outside and figure it the fuck out. More often than not, people don't want to do that. And if you're not down to do that, then you shouldn't be using that many machines. If you want to be the biggest bass motherfucker in the gym and somebody calls you because you're yelling at them for using a fucking machine that you own all of a sudden, then go the fuck outside. Go fight over it. If it's not worth fighting over, then shut the fuck up and just get your workout in. And what should you do if this person ever does get aggressive with you? Like I just said, call them out. I'm not gonna go towards the fucking pussy, politically correct way where you say, "Oh, go tell the front desk" or "Go tell a fucking trainer." No, handle it your fucking self, or eat a fucking fatty and get off the machine. If they're punking you enough and you're scared enough and you think you can't handle it yourself, get away from the machine then. There's a bunch of other machines there. But my only advice is check them. Because if you don't check them, nobody else will. Or you'll just build their ego to where they really think that they own the gym. People in the gym truly believe that they are part owner or they are the king of the gym. You need to be somebody that has enough balls, not coconut sized balls, but just enough balls or enough twat to really shut somebody the fuck up, especially somebody that's being unruly. Us as human beings, especially adults, we are just big versions of children. We were children at one time. There is shitty traits as us as kids that we were allowed to get away with. And when we grow up to be adults, we still have those stupid shitty traits. And one of them is trying to hog everything and kick and scream when it gets taken away from you. That happens as kids and it translates to adults. What you need to do is what their parents should have did, is slap them in the fucking face and let them know, hey, listen, motherfucker, not today. Maybe with some other motherfuckers, but not with this one. When you see me coming around, you only use one machine. You ain't using two and you ain't using three. And if I see you using two and three, I'm going to jump on one of them and see if you say something. If you don't say something, then don't say shit to nobody and just get your workout. But that's how I feel with extremely aggressive people to begin with in the gym, but especially aggressive machine hoggers. One thing I've never been able to understand is any machine in there you could use with any set of equipment to make that make more sense. If there's a machine in there that is a shoulder press machine, there's two other things that you could do that do the same thing for the same muscle. So you don't need to use a machine. If the machine is hogged up, all you gotta do, go to the dumbbells. Grab two dumbbells, do shoulder presses that way. You're working on stabilization and strength. Oh, dumbbells are all taken? Cool. They have the single bars with the set weight on already. Grab that weight, press. Same exact shit. Squats? Okay, it's cool. Squat machines all taken? Good. They have a leg press machine. They have the bars so you can get some reps in. They have dumbbells so you can grab them and do squats as well. It might not be as heavy, but you could get some reps in and then go to the machine. You should not have a set workout unless you play in the NFL, unless you're going for the world's strongest man, unless you're doing something where you need, if somebody's holding your kid for ransom and they tell you, hey, you need to do this workout exactly this way, and if you don't, your kid's dead. Okay, cool, I get it. Do the workout the way you need to do the workout. But if that is not what's happening, then you could adjust your workout at any fucking time. And the reason why you're not adjusting your workout is because you have this huge ego and somehow you think the gym belongs to you. It does not belong to you, so you need to be able to adjust and pivot at all times in the gym. Number 3, wearing a weight belt for the whole workout. Weight belts, I will say, are great for safety when you're lifting extremely heavy. If you're going really heavy, everybody wears weight belts. The people in the CrossFit games wear weight belts. The world's strongest men wear weight belts. The Olympic lifters, they wear weight belts. The reason why they wear weight belts is so you don't get a hernia, so you don't slip a disc, so you don't hurt your back. It keeps everything nice and tight so you can take that lift and be safe and secure and know, oh, well, at least I ain't got to hurt my back, or at least I'm not going to herniate something. Everything else is up to me. But those weight belts are very essential to a degree. You should be using it in short spurts. The people that have the weight belts on at all fucking times are, once again, people that don't know shit about working out, and people that see something on TV, or people that see somebody that they idolize and they just follow the fucking line and they jump in like all the other sheep. You should not be wearing a weight belt at all times for this reason. You will hurt yourself because you're making your core and you're making your back extremely weak, because all you're doing is building a reliance on your weight belt. The second that you take it off and you do these functions, you're vulnerable. Your muscles aren't really secure. They're not used to it. You need to create that stabilization. Your big, bulky muscles will be ready for it, but the stabilizers, you're weakening. So you should only be having that weight belt on in very heavy moments. Everything else, take the fucking weight belt off. Who does this? Young people tend to do it a lot. When I look around the gym, it's always the young guys. It's the teenagers, the young 20s, everybody that's slamming weight and lifting weight that's too heavy for them to begin with and they haven't really built up. Young people tend to see, like I'm at the gym. If I'm squatting heavy, let's say 300 plus, I have built my body up to getting to that where I'm repping 300 plus pounds and doing all that stuff. When my body doesn't feel like it's time to lift like that, I throttle it down that day. I don't go heavy every fucking time. I only do it when my body feels right, when everything feels good, and I just go from there. Young guys don't build their body up, don't build the stabilization muscles, don't build the big muscles up. They will see somebody like myself go 300, and they go, nah, fuck it. I'm going to put this weight belt on, and I'm going to do that. And they end up hurting themselves because a weight belt can only do so much. It's not fucking a magic belt. It's just a weight belt to keep everything tight. If everything tight is not strong, then you're gonna fucking hurt yourself fucking regardless. Your knees, your back, your neck, whatever. So young guys tend to just jump right into it and then they leave it on because it looks aesthetically pleasing. They like having the weight belt. It makes them look tough. It makes them feel tough because they're not tough yet because they're little young pups. So young guys, they tend to do it all day, every day. Young women are now falling into that suit. When I was lifting, there weren't a lot of women that were doing this shit, but now lifting is such a common thing and everybody's into powerlifting and everybody's into body competitions and bikini competitions. So now everybody's super lifting and now everybody's got the belts on. So young people tend to do it a lot. Power lifters, they do it a lot too. And like I said, these are the culprits that are spreading it to everybody else. Not professional power lifters. People actually know what the fuck they're doing. But the avid person that goes to a powerlifting gym, that puts the belt on and does all the reps, and now they have nowhere a power lifter. They've been doing it for 3 months, and now they're a seasoned power lifter. Listen to everything when it comes to lifting, boxing, sports, education. If you're doing it for 3 months, if you're doing it for a year, you're a novice. Sorry to break it to you. I don't give a fuck what you do, you're a novice. There's so much room and so much time to learn that if you're telling me that you're just as good as somebody who's doing it for 5 years or 10 years, you're not. They put in the blood, sweat, and tears. They busted their ass. You might have good genetics, but you have so much to learn and you will be a novice because a vet will come through and blow your ass up when it comes to sports, when it comes to boxing, when it comes to powerlifting, because they know all the techniques that you should be slowing down and actually learning before you just jump right into it and before you hurt yourself. Powerlifters, the novice person that says they're a powerlifter, they tend to be that. The professionals, more power to you. More often than not, these professionals are also in the Olympics, and powerlifting is a huge sport in the Olympics, and they're impressive. You see people clean 800 like it's nothing, 500 like it's nothing, and be able to press that up in the air. That's all technique. That's form. That's years upon years of putting that work in. I like, and hats off to you guys, but the powerlifting I'm talking to is that average person that I see at the gym that takes 15 minutes to do one deadlift, and that deadlift is 400 pounds. Holy shit. If you're taking 15 minutes and you're setting up the tripod and you're putting the knee straps on and you got the special shoes and the weight belt and the special wraps and the chalk for 400 pounds, fuck, when I was in college, when I was playing college football, we were repping that with no weight belts or nothing. You should be seasoning and prepping your body to be able to do these types of lifts in the 400 and lower range without belts on, without the knee braces, because all that stuff is not really you. It's all the other shit that you're buying. So you should really be working. If it's 400 and down, you should be working on doing that shit by yourself and building your body up, building up your core, building up the small muscle fibers, building up the bigger muscles so you can rep those out. Then once you get past that weight, then start adding the belts, the spandex suits, the knees, whatever the fuck you need to do. Another person that I see with the fucking weight vest or the belt on way too long, old Fat fucks. What the fuck is going on? The old fat fuck that's at the gym for 6 hours. You'll go to the gym at 11 o'clock and somehow he's there. Then one day, works super late, then you can't go to the gym till 6 p.m. Still there. The guy that's there all day, every day. The number one reason why this guy wears that weight belt is because his belly is banging so hard out. And what he is trying to do is wear it like a fucking corset where he could just suck that shit in and keep that in. Instead of busting his ass, instead of working, instead of letting it hang out and kind of eating the shame. Sometimes we gotta let the belly hang out. Sometimes we gotta take the makeup off and let the face bang out. Sometimes you need to kind of kick it with reality just for a little bit. So you motivate the shit out of yourself to get and do better. But old fat fucks tend to have the weight belts on all day, every day. And women, you guys do the same shit. The old fat fuck, that guy's got the weight belt on, but you guys do the tummy sweat belts where you suck it all the way and keep it all the way in. And your whole excuse is, oh, I'm doing it to sweat more. If you really want to sweat more, sprint a mile on the treadmill. If you really want to sweat more, go do more cardio. Go lift more. But sitting there on the treadmill at 3.3 miles an hour and you're there for 3 hours and you suck it all in, you take the sweat belt off, and for half a second your stomach is flat and got abs, that's lazy, man. That's bullshit. And if anything, you're just same thing, putting a cake of makeup on and trying to fake somebody out until you gotta take that shit off and they're kicking it with a fucking crypt keeper. We don't want that. We want you to bust your ass and work hard and look great in any situation. So big old fat fuck old guys, and then the ladies with the sweat belt tummy tucks, go do your sit-ups, go bust your ass, go run, and stop trying to hide things, because at the end of the day, when you are fucking naked, or when you do bring somebody home and it's time to take everything off, don't turn the lights off, because then you look fucking stupid. You look like you're hiding a penis or something. What you want to do is be able to have all the lights on and bang it all the way out and make them be like, damn, this person is so good looking. I got to reevaluate my fitness so I can keep up with them. Like I said, at the end of it, it's all a weakness, and you're wearing a mask, and that shit's not healthy, and I think you need to be able to adjust. And I might be saying some mean things, some shit that's funny and some shit that's mean, but it's really just to motivate you to wake the fuck up, because other people are just patting you on the back and being like, oh, it's good, girl, that you're wearing a fucking sweaty weight vest that makes your stomach look great for 5 minutes, or you're some fat fuck that's sucking it all in. I'm not with that. I'm with kind of tough love to get people to do better. Number 4, gym no-no. Waiting forever for a machine. This person is almost just as bad as the person that's got 3 machines going. Like I said, unless your kid is going to be murdered by some fitness freak that wants you to do a workout specifically the way they wrote it down, you should never be waiting for a machine. There's a million different things that you can do that are going to work out the same thing. We have one chest, one ass, thighs, neck. We're built the same exact way. There's nobody on this planet that is built genetically with 3 arms that needs to do something more than we need to do, or 3 legs that needs to do something more than we do. We are built pretty much all the same. So that means you can jump on any machine and get the same workout that affects the same muscle group, because we all got the same muscles in our body. If you're waiting for a machine and not doing something else, you have way too much time on your hands, and you need to get your fucking life together, because you shouldn't be waiting for shit. The gym is so big, you should be doing anything. Even if every machine was taken, you should be doing air squats, push-ups, jump squats, anything until something opens up, and then you can walk your ass over and use it. But the guy that walks up to you that goes, oh, excuse me, how many sets do you have? And you're like, man, I just got on it. And they're like, okay, that's cool. Folds their fucking hands, taps their feet, and watches you do all 4 sets. 4 sets, if you're doing something right, should take you about 15 minutes. That person sits there for 15 minutes to watch you do every fucking set. If you're resting, you're supposed to, if you're doing heavy, you should be resting for 1:20. If you're doing medium, you should be resting for a minute. If you're doing lighter, you can rest for 45 seconds or 30 seconds. This person, if you're resting for 15 seconds and you go check your phone, they will huff and puff and cry about fucking everything. Once again, it is up to you to correct this. This person, as a child, was very much so used to stomping their feet, putting the pressure on you and getting their way. As an adult, their parents aren't around anymore to fix them. So you should be there to fix them. I've had people do this in the past, and I just tell them straight up, hey, let me give you some helpful advice. This squat machine, there's a leg press machine right over there. Works your quads, works your glutes, works your same exact way. There's a leg curl, leg extension, whatever the fuck you're trying to hit for your legs, you can go do that over there. But you're not going to sit here and breathe on my neck and try to rush me through my workout, because then I'm going to hurt myself, and then when I get healed, I'm going to come back and beat your fucking ass. So you need to correct these people very quickly, because they're just childish and they're trying to leak that and press that onto you. Like I said, they don't want to mess up their workouts. They had this set plan. It also shows me how anal retentive you are, and it shows me that you don't know how to adjust. And people like this probably really hate their lives, and that's why they're in the gym trying to push that on you. Is they hate themselves, they hate their lives, they hate that they can't pivot, they hate that you're more fluid than them, more relaxed. You can actually smile and have fun in the gym. So there's so many deeper things that make them act the way they act and press on you. But it's up to you to press back and shut them the fuck up. They're not creative either. Most people can't even think that way. Oh, it takes... Let me help anybody out that's listening to this. If you need a fitness idea, or if you need to know how to do something correctly when it comes to lifts, or just anything like that, there's a thing called the fucking internet, and there's a thing called YouTube. Type in anything that you want when it comes to fitness, and you will get shitloads of ideas, shitloads of workout plans. It just is one thing that you need to knock out your ass, and it's called being lazy. If you're not lazy, the information is out there all day for you. You'll be the smartest, most up-to-date fitness human being on the planet if you just take a little bit of effort, and instead of asking stupid-ass questions, go ask that same stupid question to Google. Go ask that same stupid-ass question to YouTube, and they'll give you a better answer than any other human being can. So if you're not creative, it just shows to me that you shouldn't be in the fucking gym. Because you should be able to create and pivot and just watch what the fuck people do. If you do that, you'll get so much out of it. And you won't be looking like a big fucking retard. And like I said, the reason why they look like big fucking retards is because they have these huge sticks up their ass. And they don't know how to pivot. And they want to press it all on you. But like I said, it is up to you to check that shit and shut them the fuck down. Because they're wasting so much time. And they're wasting so much muscle growth sitting there trying to fucking cry and sitting there trying to get their way. Now we're approaching the end of this episode. Which one of these do I hate the most? I would have to say it's a tie. I would have to say the person hogging the machines and the person waiting forever for a machine are the same stupid ass. You'll notice the reason why the person has the 3 machines is because he waited so long and he wants to hog them all up. Those 2 people tend to be the same dumbass, and I hate that dumbass the most. So if I were to pick one, I couldn't just pick one, I'd pick 2. It'd be the fucking guy that hogs the machine all day and the fucking person that waits and asks 1,000,001 stupid ass questions of when you're done. With my closing statement, I have this. If you are somebody that listened to this, and this is you in any fashion, let me just say, this was to help you. This was to get you to change. There is something wrong with you, and you need to work on being better. Everybody has room to work to be better. I have room to be better. That's why I put this stuff out there, and that's why I ask questions. What irritates people? Shockingly enough, so far, things that I've gotten back from people, I don't do. The main reason why I don't do it is because I'm in this field, and I see it all day. If it's pissing me off, it's pissing everybody off. If it's not, if you're in the gym and nothing's pissing you off, it's probably because you're the big dumbass that's pissing everybody else off. And you do these things. And you do these things subconsciously. You don't even realize it because you're not paying attention, because you're an asshole. So, with my closing statement is this. You have room to get better. Please get better. Please do better. And please be more cognitive people, or cognizant. Pay attention. Be more aware. Think of others, especially while you're in the gym. You all pay the same amount of money, so why not work together to be better? That's all I got for you today. Thank you guys very much for joining in. I hope you got some laughs. I hope you got some information. If you did, feel free to leave comments, like, do all stuff, share it, let other people hear it. But once again, this is Jake Richardson, Coaching Corner. I'm out. Peace.